Hey, what's happening, YouTube? We're going to do a little feeding video tonight. Show you guys what we're feeding and how much and how they eat it. So we'll start out with Triton. Do a little power feed. Let him go to town on it. He's put on a lot of size. That's all I feed him is power feed, as he's still growing. Growing quickly, I might add. And there are, there's nothing coming out of his gills, no expenditure, so the pellet size is just right for him. He's about 9 inches or so. And below him, the Cichlids, I feed these two the power feed also. You can see they go crazy over it. I do feed them veggie krill every once in a while too. When the fry get a little bit bigger, I'll probably start feeding some veggie krill so the food goes down to the bottom a little quicker, so they have a chance to get some of the food. Yeah, they really like that, like the power feed. And these guys over here, the Motas and the Gorillaz, they also get power feed. You see them come out and start hammering it. Except for that one deformed one. Surprised they haven't murdered him yet. And the tank that the Hadiensis were in, I moved them out because I picked up a new male tiger Mota yesterday that I'm going to use to spawn with these two females I have. He's obviously really shy right now, so he's not coming out. But I moved the Hadiensis down here with the Bredori and the Umbies, and I feed these guys small cichlid. You'll be able to see these guys just go crazy over that. Getting some pretty good growth too out of the Bredori. I'm surprised they're growing really fast, because they're not a very fast growing fish. Yeah, that's all of them there. We can give them a little bit more. You can see some of the color pellets are still floating, so it does fill the whole water column. I get really good color and growth. And you can see some of it's still floating in the top of the water up here. It'll eventually sink down. And for Fat Boy up here, we'll be begging for some growth. Throw a little bit in there for him. Yeah, it's just the growth formula. That's all he gets.
He looks really fat from this angle.
He is really fat. Wow, he's trim, massive. He's massive. How's that? He's a slab of a fish, that's for sure.
Still fat.
He's not fat, he's just...
big boned.
He's big boned, yeah. So I'll move out here.
Oh. Here I come.
Checking out my cool shirt. The preview of the shirts.
Yeah, look at that. Nice. Anyways.
With the Aquatic Support System logo on it. The black belts. Small cichlid. Loving it. Really bringing the reds out in their fins too, the small cichlid is. And the growth is really nice. Cleaning house.
I'm fighting over it.
And then down below we got the Gorillaz blacks, the chanchos. These guys love to splash. They're an Amphilophus, so they love to splash and all that. So I'm slowly transferring these guys over. I'm feeding them small cichlid. I've been feeding them small cichlid, but transferring them over to power feed now to get a little more size on them. Their mouths are big enough now to eat that. Especially because I want the chanchos to grow a little bit faster here, so I can continue with what I want to do with them a little sooner. And Orion, he's not really eating lately. He's got a really strange appetite. He hasn't been with spawning and everything. He hasn't had his normal appetite. So I've been just giving him a little bit of krill here and there, because he does eat that. He loves the Southern Delight, but he's just really picky lately. He hasn't really been feeling that good. But we're working on him. Every time it gets close to spawn time, he doesn't really want to eat. So she'll come up and eat some of that krill if there's any left, if he leaves her any. But normally he does eat. He's going to be eating a new mix of food that I'm developing along with Southern Delight. That'll hopefully be coming out soon. We're just in the research and development stages of the food. Then we'll move over to Frigg. She eats the large cichlid. And lots of it. Odin does some pretty cool stuff when you go to feed him. Let's see if he'll come up out of the water to eat. He uses splashes and everything else. Usually he comes right up out of the water to eat. And don't fret, he'll come down and he'll hunt all those pellets that hit the ground or hit the gravel. He doesn't. She does the same thing. He doesn't miss a meal or a pellet. Not a single one. Then the Xylos, they eat the large cichlid as well. You can see him come right up and gobble that down. She eats the large cichlid. Yeah, you can see him right here, right up through the top of the lid. Be begging for more here. Here you go. Comes right up out of the water for it. And good old Samson, he eats the large cichlid too, but he kind of cheats and he waits for him to sink down into his cave there, and then he'll pick them off. But he is eating, so that's a good thing. Yeah, we'll move over to Magnussen Beast. They eat the large cichlid also. And the fry also eat it. And you'll notice now that Magnus is he's just fluffing all that out. He's not really, you see how he's fluffing it out of his gills? He's feeding the fry with that. He's doing that on purpose. It's not that he doesn't like the food. He's purposely fluffing that out so those fry can feed off of that off of those pellets. So when you see your fish doing that with fry in the tank, that's why they're doing it. It's not because they don't like the food. You can see the fry feeding off of the pellets too. Yeah, they're picking all that stuff that he fluffed out, and they're eating it. That's what good daddies do. If it's showing up, I don't know if it's showing up or not. Oh yeah, you can see them swimming around with it. Super cool. We only got 2 tanks left. Go down and feed the Holgas. They eat large cichlid as well, and they love it. Everybody goes crazy over it. That all those pellets don't last very long. I think they pretty much got them all already. There's a few left. And as most Amphilophus, they love to splash water all over the place. Yeah. Gotta bring a towel every time. And last but not least, we do the lion's eye tank, and with the loaches in here, I feed the veggie krill, so the loaches can get what they need. But you can see it's a feeding frenzy of sorts. Everybody's in there, all the lion's eye, all the loaches, the grammodes.
Hey, buddy. Food? That way.
It's already got some. Just chewing on it.
He's missing out if he's leaving, though.
Well, he doesn't want to grow too fast. You know, them grammodes, they grow so fast as they don't eat a lot. Well, that's about it for the feeding video. If anybody wants to try any of the Southern Delight fish food, please send me a message here on YouTube, or you can send us email over for Aquatic Support Systems. I'll put a link in the description below. Head over to our Facebook page and like us, please. And be sure to check out all the Team Aquatic Support members, Conway, Sean, Jeff, Brian, and our newest member, Courtney Ray Black. Please go over and check out her page, or her channel, subscribe, and show your support and love for her. She's a great hobbyist. As with all the TAS members, they're all great people. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time on the next update. Hopefully it's sooner than the last one.
Quit moving.
Quit telling me what to do.